Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Brace here with SportsTalk365.com. Today on the Sports Talk 365 podcast, episode number 18. I just want to talk about a couple things that went down in the world of sports these last few days. A couple NFL transactions. Talk about the top free agents that are still remaining in the league. I also want to talk about the Major League Baseball making an attempt to reopen as the news came down today. According to ESPN and various other sources, Major League Baseball, the owners had approved the season proposal plan to open around July 4th. Was the timeline, the 4th of July, which is basically a holiday to start in. But right now, according to reports, it's up to the Players Association, the Players Union to approve of the proposal, the plan. So I'm just going to read it, a snippet of it. Major League Baseball owners approved a proposal that Commissioner Rob Manfred plans to present to players Tuesday on a return to play scenario that aims to have baseball back at home stadiums by early July. Sources familiar with the situation told ESPN. The meeting between MLB and the MLB Players Association on Tuesday will set stage for what both parties expect to be a contentious negotiation. Although MLB could benefit long term from being the first American team sport to return amid the coronavirus pandemic, the logistics of starting the season remain convoluted and require player support. Money is at heart of the return, sources said. Owners fearful of default financial losses with fan-free stadiums agreed in a conference call Monday afternoon to a plan that includes a 50-50 revenue split with the players, sources told ESPN. Because MLB is the lone uncapped team sport in the United States, never has a straight revenue split between being far part of the game's finances. So it's going to read that much of it, of the article. So there it is. Baseball is attempting to come back in front of stadiums that will not be full. Will allowed to have fans in the ballpark. I give the Major League Baseball some credit for attempting to come back with having a strategy that's put together. But I think things should be done as long as it's safe, and I don't blame the Players Association, Tony Clark and his crew, that to be careful of signing off on this, because 50-50 split, the owners are, already fearful of losing a lot of money due to fans not being in the stadiums. But my thing is, in baseball, throughout the summer, man, half of those stadiums are half empty, man, unless it's like a Fenway Park, Wrigley Park, Yankee Stadium, Busch, some of the historic parks, man. Those stadiums are pretty much empty, man. And I'm talking about, these are new ballparks, man. Like you got the new dig down in Texas. You got Houston got a nice ballpark. Detroit Tigers feels pretty nice. You got the Phillies got a nice ballpark. These stadiums are half empty, man. The Braves got a nice ballpark. You know what I'm saying? So, how much money was these owners bringing in with these small crowds anyway? You know what I'm saying? You really don't see packed crowds in baseball until the playoffs and then in the World Series. So, I think they just need to be careful with this, man. This Players Association, they're not the there's a reason why they make a legitimate $250 million to $300 million guaranteed and guaranteed money. is the reason why NFL can't even generate that kind of money with their players. The next closest to that would be the NBA, but the MLB is the most. The MLB's Players Association is the most powerful union in sports, team sports right now. Next to the NBA, man, they have a lot of power. Is the reason why they get the deals that they get, and that's because they have a strong union, a united front with their union. So it just tomorrow our prediction is that I'm 50-50 on if they sign off on that deal or not. A lot of things could come into play. People could, hopefully they won't feel compelled to sign off on it due to the pandemic and people want to see sports again, and all this things going on right now. I just hopefully they make the right decision, man. Just think it over with the Players Association, with the players, all the player unions, the team player reps, and make a sound decision. That will affect both parties. And don't make a decision. Hopefully Tony Clark doesn't make a decision without the entire union as a whole not agreeing with it. Everybody be united front and make the decision that's best for the players and for the owners. Don't let the owners guilt them into doing something that they're gonna regret. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow I'm just 50-50 on that decision going forward with baseball. Now I'm gonna go with switch over to segue into the NFL. According to a lot of reports going on right now about Jadeveon Clowney, he's still a free agent, and the latest reports were that he was seeking some significant amount of money to remain with the Seattle Seahawks, sign with another team, but he's still available. I'm hearing that according to some reports right now that I'm pulling up is that the Philadelphia Eagles are interested in Jadeveon Clowney to join the team. I'm hearing I heard also the Cowboys were interested. The Titans, I heard. Maybe the Saints could have some interest there. Who knows, man? Clowney, he only had 3 sacks last year. He's a good, when he's healthy, 100%, he's a good pass rusher. Trouble to deal with, but as a opposing offense. But I think that he's going to be, most likely sign another prove it deal. Prove it deal or a 2-year short deal, and prove it again. Some water. Hopefully get prove it, and get that big payday that he desires. Hopefully he goes to the right team, produce, help that team contribute to Super Bowl playoff appearance. I don't think he's gonna go to a team that's doesn't have playoff aspirations. I think he wants to go somewhere where he can come in, contribute, set himself up to get the big payday in 2021. Because I don't see it happening this year, in regards to Clowney getting a new contract. So the next free agent that's available is going to be I think the top free agent that's available is Logan Ryan. He was released from the Tennessee Titans. Well, I won't say released, but according to reports that Logan Ryan was never. He stated that the Titans never really tried to re-sign him. So we'll see. According to a statement made by Teron Davenport, Tennessee Titans beat writer for ESPN. So we'll see. He's a pretty good, solid, serviceable cornerback that can help out a team. There are going to be some teams interested in signing him, contenders most likely. But Ryan was a solid defensive back, and I'm kind of surprised that he's not, staying with not saying the Patriots, but the Titans. Helped that defense out pretty a lot last year. So he'll find a job somewhere. He'll be playing with somebody soon. Next up, I got yeah, this guy Larry Warford. Now, many of you already know the Saints are the team that I follow, and I'm kind of, a little not on board with them not giving him a chance to compete for his job, as Sean Payton was saying, once training camps eventually starts. Um, they lost all the. I mean, I think the Saints lost the leverage by trading him, by not trading him, and now they released him for nothing, and they didn't not getting anything from him because other teams, the way they sold it is that they're gonna release him. So other teams were like, man, we're not gonna give up nothing to trade, give up anything if you're gonna release this guy. So I'm just kind of. This is I don't know. This could be a shaky move that could hurt the Saints, man. They just released a three-time Pro Bowler. That was on the Saints offensive line for the past 3 seasons. During that time with Larry Warford in the trenches, the teams had 11-5 record in two back-to-back 13-3 records. Um, while he was a part of the Saints offensive line, a three-time Pro Bowler. Came from Detroit, pretty much put the work in, did what he had to do, and he just because he had a few rough games last season, heard about multiple reports about him being out of shape. Heard that he had retirement on his mind. He's only 29 years old right now, and the Saints decided to go ahead and draft Cesar Ruiz out of Michigan with that I think it was the 24th overall pick. I understand him, I understand him being upset at Larry Warford, but at least give him the opportunity to compete against Cesar Ruiz for his job. But unfortunately, that did not happen. And Cesar Ruiz comes in and he will play center, I'm assuming, and the guard from the rookie center from last year, who did a great job, Eric McCoy, is going to go over to playing guard. Larry Wolford's spot. Now, I look it up online, and McCoy has only had a few starts at guard while he was at Texas A&M. So I know they got guys out there that saying that he can play in multiple positions and all, but why just can't play at one, excel at one, man? What's the fascination about it? Moving these offensive linemen all over the place. Andrews Pete, he's serviceable. And he got thrown around early in his career, but he got they valued Andrews Pete over Larry Warford. I don't know if we get a guy $33 million guaranteed. Hey, it is what it is. Larry Warford will bounce back. I think he's gonna go to a contender. He got teams that need offensive linemen. He go to. I mean, if he signed with the Bucks, I don't know what happened to Saints toward that, who that nation. You got the Bucks needing on offensive linemen. You got Houston as a team that's always looking for offensive linemen. Houston, Kansas City, quite a few others. Atlanta, I'm hearing. So he'll bounce back and sign with another team soon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not a part of a new team by the end of this week. About a week, by close of the week. By Friday. So this guy's a good offensive lineman, to have. But Cesar Ruiz, the Saints draft this guy, and they, expect him to play center, which people say, well, that's an easy position to break into that when you're a rookie in the NFL, but you gotta remember, man, and that's when if you got offensive linemen, they work together as a unit, man. They got to be in sync. This guy hasn't, Sean Payton already came out and said you're canceling all, these guess it's called these virtual workouts programs, virtual workout programs, and OTAs. I'm assuming, and they're gonna go into training camp, and he expects all his guys to be in shape by the time his training camp starts. I'm like, what about this guy, man? What? Is he gonna be ready? And he's gonna sign his deal soon. He's gonna have money in his hand, more money in his hand now. He's gonna come. Y'all trust this guy to stay in shape while we're in this quarantine right now? Who knows, man? But it's something to look out for with this team, man. Got the schedule came out. We'll see. Other than that, man. Other notes. Let's see. You got baseball trying to attempt to come back. I mean, it's something. I'm not gonna complain if they do. If they do it without fans, and it's something. And something is better than nothing. Just continue to be safe. If it ain't beneficial for fans to be there at the time, then it's not gonna be. Then it shouldn't be. They shouldn't be there. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Just be careful. I applaud them for making an attempt to come back, for having a game plan together to make up for this season, for the games that they already missed. The revenue that's lost, or due to missing games because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And there's I forgot to mention that another free agent that's available, Cam Newton. He's still on the market. That's a few teams that he can go to and help out right now. Washington is one, but I'm hearing that Dwayne Haskins is that guy. So look like it's gonna be Cam Newton gonna have to accept a backup role right now with a team. You got New England that's still out there. Here I heard a transaction came on my phone today saying that they may be willing to work with New England. May be willing to work with Cam Newton. That's depending on the money. The money, is right. The money situation. So, I really didn't read that much into it. Just saw the headline. It came from, I think it came from ProFootballTalk.com. I'm not sure, but Cam, hopefully he can get on the team. Because I still believe he can help a team out. Help a team to a playoff, make a playoff push. Still a serviceable quarterback, better than the majority of the backups in the league right now. We just have to see. That was just some years, in my opinion. That was just some years that Cam should have stayed out of. Should have been playing, set the season out, and recover from those injuries. But he just kept going, and those injuries hits mounted up. And we'll just have to see how it goes, man. Hopefully, he can get back with an NFL, get a backup role, and go from there. But that's all I got for right now, man. If you listen to this podcast on Spreaker, just give me a like, comment, subscribe to the follow the podcast, Sports Talk 365 podcast. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Major League Baseball attempting to open up in July. You think it's still too dangerous? Do you think fans should be involved? Should they? It's too early for them to start the season. Do you think the plan proposed by the owners is efficient enough for the players to association to sign off on it? Who do you think is this? What players do you think are the top free agents available right now in the NFL? Do you agree with the list that I post? Do you think the Saints should have kept Larry Warford, Jadavion Clowney? Do you think his price is too high? Cam Newton, where you think he end up next? Just let me know how you feel, man. If you saw it listen to this on YouTube, the same goes. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel with these topics I talk about. In the description box below, check out sportstalk365.com for latest content on the world of sports. That's all I got for right now, man. Have a blessed day. Peace. Stay safe.